Hi, does he know we're here?
We're going to Pybus Bay. We didn't catch any halibut here, and there's supposed to be more halibut in Pybus Bay. So we're gonna give it a shot.
We left No Name Cove this morning about 8:30, and we will arrive at Cannery Cove in Pybus Bay around 2:30 this afternoon.
Just starting to enter Pybus Bay. You can believe it, I think that one's called San Juan Island. We get a dodge around all those little islands up there. I think this is the bay that another Nordhavn became aground for a little while this summer. I know there's some shallow spots. We're right about there. So we are going to go in between those two islands. We'll be going right through there. This was that little tiny little stars that said foul on the chart.
In the 1800s, a commercial fish cannery began operations here in the bay. The cannery changed hands several times and closed for good in 1928. In 1978, most of Admiralty Island was made a national monument. Because of the Homestead Act, the cannery site remained private property. In 1987, the cannery property was divided and purchased by two individuals. A young family built their home on the west side, and the east side became Pybus Point Lodge. Pybus Point Lodge is an all-inclusive lodge that offers fishing charters and wildlife tours.
So we're coming into Cannery Cove.
And you can see the lodge on the point. As we're coming in, we're looking for the low spots in the rocks.
So the rock must be someplace over in here. There's a little indent cove. Beautiful mountains. It's a little windy in here. Look at those. That big rock there. There it is. So it says, this cove provides good protection from all weather and is one of the best anchorages in this area of Frederick Sound. Anchor in 48 to 70 feet of water with very good holding over a very sticky mud bottom. Swinging room is also very good. Wi-Fi can be seen from the nearest lodges, but it's secure and not available without a password. This is bear country. The chart is reporting the depth by fathom. So as you can see, we are at 47 feet. Eric's letting down the anchor, and pretty soon it will be time to kick back. Was that a fast anchoring?
Yes, first try, stuck.
Oh, good.
Every time we've come to Pybus Bay, there's been other boats.
We woke up to a beautiful morning. Boats are already leaving. There are tons of seagulls around here. All of a sudden, they'll just get up and fly. It's kind of crazy, incredible. What'd you think of the anchorage last night?
Good anchorage. Yeah,
Did I hear the low water alarm come on today?
okay.
How shallow did it get?
It was like 40.
Okay. But you'd come back here.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
We're gonna take the big boat out to halibut fish today. If we catch something right away, we can keep moving. If not, we're coming back in here and setting the skate. So wish us luck. We need to catch a halibut at some point.
We actually depend on our halibut, salmon, and other seafood that we catch during the summer to subsidize our grocery bills during winter. Halibut is essentially our chicken. This is the Pybus Point Lodge. It has the lodge plus cabins that surround it.
And there goes another cruise ship.
It took us about an hour to get outside of the bay to find our fishing spot.
We are gonna try this spot here. As you can see, it's shallow there and pretty deep around it. Right now we're in 306 feet of water. Eric is getting the anchor ready.
This way, when we get to the right spot, he can drop it quickly. On the left side of the screen, you can see where we're moving to. On the right side, you can see what the bottom looks like and how deep. As we continue moving forward, it's going to get shallower and shallower, and we're looking to be on the top of the hump. As you can see, we are currently in 198 feet of water. 177 feet of water. We want to get on top of the hump, but it's fairly small, so we don't want to go past it. We also don't want to get into a situation where our anchor gets stuck. - 167 feet. If you keep an eye out on the numbers on the right side of the right part of the screen, you can see how the depth is getting shallower.
Any chance this could just be a rock?
I don't know. That doesn't look like.
Okay. Just don't want to lose our anchor out of this.
Yeah.
That's what
For those that are curious, we almost lost our anchor the first time we halibut fished in this boat in about 300 feet of water. It's still a sore subject. 109 feet. Our anchor is about $3,800, and to replace the chain, it's about $4,000. So if we lose our anchor and chain, it's almost $8,000 deal. Since that experience, Eric just really hasn't wanted to anchor in very deep water. 87 feet, we're getting close. You can see that we're getting to the top of the hump and it's leveling out, and Eric is off. He's gonna go drop the anchor.
Well, here we go. Running down to 78. It looks like a mound.
We are trying to land on top of this light blue spot. "69 feet, much more reasonable to anchor in 69 feet than in 300 feet. And now 66 feet. And here we are anchored in the middle of nowhere on our little hump.
This has to be a good sign for fishing.
As soon as we anchored, we realized we had whales all around us.
So Eric's out here, he's cutting up a salmon head. And that's what he's gonna bait his hook with. His hooks. Okay, we seem to be holding. That's gonna be a concern because we didn't drag the anchor or anything. We're in 76. So he has his bait there. And now he's putting his ball, or his weight, on the very end.
When we halibut fish, we use a line with 2 big hooks on it. Some people use a J hook and jig. We like a circle hook because once the halibut eats it, it's on there for good. We find that the halibut like the salmon heads better than the herring, but lots of people prefer using herring.
So we have the poles down. My pole's over there, and I have herring on it. Wanted to switch it up a little today. And Eric's is over there, and he's got the salmon head. So we'll see which one does better, because we haven't been catching anything, which is odd.
We got some kind of hit on the line, but nothing stuck. In fact, that was the only excitement we had the whole afternoon until the very end.
Wow.
By now it's been 4 hours of just watching whales and watching poles that are doing nothing.
And look how beautiful it is. Even if we don't catch a halibut, today was a good day. Look at all that stuff in the water. I'm assuming that's plankton. There's tons of it. And we're wondering why we haven't had any bites.
Well, I've been watching whales for about 4.5 hours. I gave up and decided to go in and lay down on the settee and take a little rest, close my eyes. I should have done that sooner because we got a bite. It was Eric's pole with the salmon heads. The thing that you have to remember when you bait a halibut hook is if your bait is big, you're not getting a small halibut, you're getting a big halibut because they're the ones that can swallow it. Notice by now he's lost the fleece. This halibut did not want to come off the bottom of the ocean. The other problem was we were using our lucky halibut pole. This was a pole that's been to the bottom of the ocean and brought back up, but the reel wasn't working real well, which didn't make this easy as well.
Maybe that whale will scare him to you. Did he move at all?
Mm-mm.
Eric's fighting the monster halibut. And the whales are going nuts over here.
I'm coming out to get the harpoon because the fish must be getting close. The harpoon is used to poke through the fish's gut. It has a tip that comes off of the harpoon itself, anchors in the other side of the fish, and then there's a line that comes back to the boat.
I wonder if we should try to go to the other side of the boat where this table isn't in the way.
Wanna try?
We've caught a glimpse of the fish at this point, but Eric's decided that that fish table is going to get in the way of us fighting the fish and harpooning it.
Oh, there he is. I'm glad to see he's not a whale. I could even just back up into the boat. How big do you think he is?
I don't know, it's too hard to tell. I don't know where his gut is, though.
It's on the, oh, I see. Because it's not just the white side, it's one side of it. No, when you go fishing, you go fishing. Okay, don't get his head out.
Don't get his head out of the water.
So I'm holding onto the rod to keep the fish, and Eric's going to harpoon it.
He's gonna be unhappy.
Yep, bring him up a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit.
Tell me when.
A little bit more.
There's usually quite a bit of reaction from the halibut when it gets harpooned. You can see the line over the staple rails, and now Eric has a knife, and he's slitting the area between the halibut's mouth and its gills. And I'm holding onto the fishing pole because we still have him hooked on there as well.
Actually, we could just clean up this and clean it up right here and then head back in.
Let's get him good dead first.
He's dying.
I know you want to get him good dead before you bring him on.
Yes, I do, but next.
Big halibuts are still pretty dangerous until they're all the way dead.
See, that's 57 inches.
57? Okay. Now where do I go to find out?
Some log someplace, I'm not sure.
57.
According to the conversion chart, that was an 85-pound halibut.
This is their delayed attempt at getting a picture.
I gotta flop him over too. Fuck.
Don't want to fall off. You'd be lifting those weights.
That's it. Oh, I got right there.
Okay. Don't lose them. Now you know why we don't try to weigh them with a scale. Okay, so right now Eric is getting all the slime off some of the slime off the halibut before he cuts it up. Also,
when the commercial guys sell their fish, I think it's like 5%. They figure the weight of the fish is 5% slime.
Ew, gross. So the other thing you notice is the belly, the white is up and the dark is down. You want to do that. And you see where the harpoon went through? That's the gut of the fish. There's nothing like cleaning a fish with whales all around you. Ew. What's that, Distin? Smells kind of funny. As you can tell, our fish table isn't much help about now. Okay, I guess I better go find some casserole dishes.
Yep.
Or how about bags? No, it's gonna have to be casserole dishes, huh? Perfect size fish, honey. Well, it's nice that the cleaning table is good for something. Oh my, does he know we're here? By now I'm stomping on the boat deck because I'm hoping that he knows that we're there. See the bubbles?
I don't know, it's the current.
Once again, I got so distracted by the whales that I forgot to video the rest of the cleaning of the fish. And then I had to go do my part, which is to put the fish away. Wow, look at the wave. I can promise you that the rest of the night was work around the fish and just getting back to an anchorage. But the good news is that 85-pound halibut filled up our freezer and we had it for the winter. After a night at Anchorage in Cannery Cove, we headed south again.
Havaseas you next time.